Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
We begin the English language translation from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
문학교에서 목스 파리스 성악 주연을 김혜순 내일 8월 20일 김신일 Respected Kim Jong-un, First Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, visited Mangyongdae School Children's Palace. She was accompanied by senior officials of the party and army. The Mangyongdae School Children's Palace, built in May 1989 under the great loving care of the great generalists Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, is a comprehensive extracurricular educational center for school children. Respected Kim Jong-un saw an autograph of the great leader President Kim Il-sung in the entrance hall of the palace. He said, "The meaningful proposition of President Kim Il-sung that the children are treasures of our country and future Korea belongs to our children represents his noble outlook on the rising generations who spare nothing for the children." Respected Kim Jong-un looked around different places of the palace and learned about the operation of the speakers. Seeing circle members dancing and playing the gayagung and accordion and hearing a bird's chorus, he wished them a bright future. Seeing other circle members learning calligraphy, computer, swimming, and basketball, she said the Mangyongdae School Children's Palace, closely associated with the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, should train a large number of recruits of competent scientists, sportspersons, and artists to the future of Korea. Seeing when the teachers of the palace have high qualifications and sense of responsibility, they can find out the talents of the children in the bud in time and fully develop them. She underscored the need to build up teaching staff well and steadily improve the contents and methods of education in keeping with the developing reality. Respected Kim Jong-un put forward a task to rebuild the Mangyongdae School Children's Palace in line with the demand of the new century. He proposed finishing the exterior of the palace, representing the bosom of the party, embracing the children, again with granite and high-quality building materials, and perfecting all establishments on the highest level. He noted that in rebuilding the Mangyung School Children's Palace, photographs of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il among children should be respectfully hung in the halls and corridors so that the circle members and teachers can always see them. He stressed the need to decorate the interior in a new and peculiar way so that the children can have warm love for the fatherland and foster the dream of going ahead of the world. He instructed not only on building all circle rooms in conformity with the psychological features of the children, but also on taking measures to keep them warm and soundproof, completely facelifting the theater, gymnasium, and indoor swimming pool, and building an excellent dormitory for school children from provinces. He said the party would send the latest computers, up-to-date musical instruments, and different sorts of sporting goods so that the circle members can have versatile knowledge and rich cultural attainments. Saying it is a firm determination of the party to let the sons and daughters of the working people fully develop their talents, he proposed setting up the slogans, "We are the happiest in the world," and "Let us rush towards the future," on the building of the palace. Noting that the reconstruction of the Mangyung School Children's Palace should be finished within this year, he took specific measures for reconstruction, such as designing, supply of materials, and formation of builders. Respected Kim Jong-un underscored the need to rebuild the Mangyung School Children's Palace into a cradle of love, a palace for children, the first of its kind in the world, where our children, the kings of the country, fully realize their hopes and thus tell the love of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il for the rising generations and future year after year. The Korea Institute of Culture and Friendship posted respected Kim Jong-un's famous work, "It has brilliantly accomplished the revolutionary cause of Turkey," holding Kim Jong-il in high esteem as eternal general secretary of our party on its internet homepage on May the 26th. The Hungarian Committee for Remembering Kim Il-sung was formed in Budapest on May the 26th. The committee decided to hold various political and cultural events between May the 26th and July the 9th in praise of the sacred revolutionary life and immortal exploits of the great leader Kim Il-sung. May 27th witnessed a seminar at the newspaper Pravda in Moscow, Russia, on the merits of the peerless great men of Mount Hector for the strengthening and development of the Korea-Soviet, Korea-Russia friendship on the occasion of the 65th anniversary of the historic first official visit of the great leader Kim Il-sung to the Soviet Union and the 30th anniversary of his official visit in 1984. Present at the seminar was Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Russian Federation, Saev, who is Vice Chairman of the Economic Policy Committee of the Russian State Duma, and of the political personages, scholars, and media reporters and editors. Present bearing invitation were DPRK embassy staff members in Russia and members of the delegation of officials of the Workers' Party of Korea on a visit to that country. Speakers at stressed the great historical significance of the great leader Kim Il-sung's visit to the Soviet Union on more than 20 occasions, and the great leader Kim Jong-il's visit to Russia on 3 occasions, and stressed that today the Russo-Korean relations are further strengthened and developed amid deep concern of respect to the Kim Jong-un. The Guinean National Committee for the Study of the Turkey Idea issued a special edition of Bulletin on May the 22nd on the occasion of the 70th of the start of work at the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea by the great leader Kim Jong-il. The bulletin, in an article titled "Workers' Party of Korea is an Invincible Party," said the history of the party's leadership of His Excellency Great Kim Jong-il is an undying history of tremendous achievements made by him for the Korean nation and mankind with his distinguished political ability. The bulletin stressed that under the leadership of His Excellency Kim Jong-il, The Workers' Party of Korea was strengthened and developed into organizational and ideological integrity based on one center and one idea and purpose, into a mother party deep-rooted among the popular masses and enjoying their absolute support and trust. The world public expresses broad admiration at the Korean children who grew up soundly, fully developing their talents under the loving care of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, who spares nothing for the new generation. Foreign personages, organizations, and media, including the Brazilian Committee for Solidarity with the DPRK, the Britain-Korea Friendship Association, the Vietnamese Internet News Agency VN Express, and the president of the Central Committee of the Lao Women's Union said that in Korea, nothing is spared for the children, future of the nation. They added that the children of Korea are growing up as reserves of the future, thanks to that noble outlook on the rising generations of the great generalissimus Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, and respected Kim Jong-un. The Indonesian newspaper Suara Aruya and the Indian newspaper New Daily Times wrote that the love for the rising generation comes from warm human love and confidence in the future as well, and noted that the international community sees a bright future of Korea in respect to the Marshal Kim Jong-un, who devotedly loves the children. South Korean people of both sections admire the happiest children of the DPRK, who are growing to be the pillars of thriving Korea. Retired Professor Han Sung-jin in Seoul, teacher Kim Chun-so in Fucheon, Gyeonggi Province, and the South Koreans said they feel the intense love of President Kim Il-sung and General Kim Jong-il for the rising generations in the looks of the children of the North, who are born in babies' palaces and grow in children's palaces, realizing their dreams for the future and developing their talents, the poor, as the kings of the country. Seeing the reality of the North, where the state takes care of the health of newborn triplets with special attention, is quite different from that of the South. South Koreans express their firm confidence that the future of the nation will be brighter, thanks to respected Marshal Kim Jong-un. The South Korean Yonhap News and the media competitively reported the fact that respected Kim Jong-un issued an order of the Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army on organizing in the People's Army a fishery station which supplies fish exclusively to baby homes, orphanages, primary and middle schools for orphans, and almshouses across the country. The news on its visit to the construction site of the January 8th fishery station of the Korean People's Army and the service of its love for the rising generations. A home-visiting group of students of Korean high schools in Japan, led by Oh Byung-woo, principal of the IC Korean Middle and High School, visited the bronze statues of the great leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mansi Hill, and laid bouquets and paid tribute to them on May the 31st. Wreaths were laid before the tomb of the ardent patriot Lee Bo-ik in Mangyongdae on May 31st on the occasion of the 138th anniversary of her birth. Laid there was a wreath sent by respected Kim Jong-un, first secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, first chairman of the National Defense Commission of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and supreme commander of the Korean People's Army. Present there were Kim Ji-nam and the officials of the party, armed forces, and government institutions, working people's organizations, ministries, and national agencies, and working people in Pyongyang. Wreaths were laid in the name of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, working people's organizations, ministries, national agencies, military university, and Pyongyang-based party and government organs and firms. The participants observed the moment of silence, looking back on the loved life of Lee Bo-ik. Premier of the DPRK cabinet Park Bong-gil understood the work of different fields in Gyeonggi Province on the spot. He visited many factories, schools, and farms in Haesan City, Daehongdan, Daegang, and Ungun counties, and familiarized himself in detail with their production and reconstruction. Consultative meetings of officials concerned held on the spot discussed issues on effecting a turn in economic development and improvement of the people's living in the province, according to the intention of the Workers' Party of Korea, and took measures to increase electric production at Texas and Finland Youth Power Station 1 and the Salsa Power Station. Telemedical service proved effective at the Ongye Children's Hospital of Korea. Through telemedical service facilities, the hospital organizes regular video interviews and consultations of department directorial level or higher medical officials with medical officials of provincial pediatric hospitals every day and gives real-time medical assistance demanded from different parts of the country. Since the opening of the Ongye Children's Hospital, more than 440 children received telemedical services for living more than 6 months. According to the demand of the doctors of the provincial pediatric hospitals, the Ongye Children's Hospital gives remote-controlled lectures. Now, over 1,280 medical officials of a total of more than 80 units in different areas receive the lectures, which helps them improve their clinical technical level. The Rasan Migratory Bird Reserve in the northern area of the DPRK, an important place in preserving habitats of birds, draws the attention of global ornithologists. The sanctuary, covering an area of 34 square kilometers, consists of Man, Tanban, 7 lagoons, and Al Islet, 8 kilometers from Rasan City. The area has the conditions for ecological environment with almost no damages on birds by human beings. The Rasan Reserve, one of the 30-odd sanctuaries for migratory birds in the country, has been listed as a reserve of the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Its registration as a reserve of Ramsar, an international organization, is now under discussion. Nearly 200 kinds of sea birds have been so far observed in the area. The recent survey made by ornithologists of different countries shows that a large number of bird species on the way of extinction inhabit the area, with more than 30,000 migratory birds observed in and around Man and Sudan lagoons close to the sea. The reserve is of great significance in preserving the ecological diversity. Conspiratorial cases fabricated during the first dictatorial regime in the past are disclosed one after another in South Korea. On May the 29th, the Supreme Court declared not guilty those fishermen who were groundlessly accused of spies during the past dictatorial regime. In 1963, the fishermen illegally intruded into waters of our side while fishing on the West Sea of Korea, for which they were enforced, and returned after 10 days. The South Korean military dictators jailed them for the mere reason that they had been to the north, fabricated a spy case after all kinds of tortures, and sentenced them to prison terms. The Seoul High Court re-examined the case of former National Assemblyman Kim Kun-tae, who had been detained and sentenced to prison term because of the case of the Youth Federation of Democratic Movement in the mid-1980s, and acquitted him as his case had been cooked up through tortures and the like. The U.S. Western Korean's internet newspaper News of Putin reported that Koreans in the United States had immediate visits to the victims of the 30-year disaster and the demonstration for the resignation of Park Geun-hye in Boston on May the 25th. Present at the service were U.S. Western Koreans, including head of the Order Philharmonic, Mr. and Mrs. Lee Sun-mo, and students and their parents in the Boston region. Speakers said the Koreans in South Korea and abroad continue to struggle in demand of a probe into the truth of the Seoul disaster, solution of the fundamental issues, and resignation of the incompetent and irresponsible Park Geun-hye government. Further silence will invite a second and third Seoul tragedy, they said, and stressed that they must not remain silent any longer to defend their children too. After the service, they marched, chanting slogans denouncing the murderous atrocities of Park Geun-hye and her clan, and collected signatures in demand of investigation into the truth of the disaster and punishment of those responsible for it. And that's the end of the news read by Kim Jong-un. This is Voice of Korea. We now present a mail chorus. President Kim Il-sung is together with General Kim Jong-un. Now we present the Indian masterpiece, Song of Destination, written by the great leader Kim Jong-il on June 1st, July 42 or 1953, in the days of the Great Fatherland Liberation War, reflecting the ardent desire of the Korean people for good health of the fatherly leader Kim Il-sung, the destiny and future of the country and nation. present opinions solely and content. You think of Marshal Kim Jong-un awake or asleep? Now you enjoy your female chorus or not. of the country. It is common in Korea to share that the children are kings of the country. Here's what foreign visitors said about why Korea is called the kingdom of children. In Korea, children are brought up and educated at study pace. It is the duty of kindergarten teachers to develop the child's parents according to their hobbies and aptitudes. After looking around the Kyungshan kindergarten, Sinta Danaka, Deputy Director General of the Botsugi Prefectural People's Council for Japan-Korea Friendship, said,
子供たちはなんか違ってさ、楽しそうな感じで感動してますよ。
I was impressed to see the children playing cheerfully with vigor. It is happiness for the parents to have their kids in such kindergarten. I saw children playing the piano, dancing, and singing very well. I think it was a result of the great efforts of kindergarten teachers. Overall, the fruit was wonderful. I hope they show such a thing in Japan. Rupert Rodriguez, member of the House of Representatives of the Republic of the Philippines, said,
I am learning so much from this kindergarten school, and we hope that in the Philippines we have something like this.
Money is not stopped for the children in Korea. The only children's hospital was inaugurated last year. Constant medical workers are treating children in the hospital with advanced medical instruments and curative methods. Vladimir Sechov, president of the Forum of Publishing House of Russia, said,
Я увидел вот этот комплекс детской больницы и был поражен большим вниманием со стороны руководителя государства МИДа.
Looking from the children's hospital, I was impressed by the great concern of the leader for the children. I've never seen before such a hospital combining medical treatment and education. I've seen such a hospital in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea for the first time. I have grandson and 5 and 6-year-old great-grandsons. If they are ill, I want them to be cured here. Such a happiness of the children is unthinkable apart from the care of the party and the state. This children's hospital has been built at the proposal of Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of the party and state. Alejandro Galdavera, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association based in Spain, says,
But even during the most arduous times and the arduous months, really the Kim Jong-un, he makes his ways also for the soya meal scraps to provide the children every day. I think there is not really no difference between world leaders President Kim Il-sung and the original Kim Jong-un and myself Kim Jong-un. And we know many visitors from different countries around the world, and many of them say that really this is a place like a social paradise which cannot be seen in any other place on earth.
The Korean children are growing without shade, receiving optimal treatment in the establishment for the children built in all parts of the country, including children's pharmacies, orphanages, baby homes, and schools. The children growing happily as kings of the country represent the bright future of Korea. You've been listening to foreigner comments under the title, Korean children are kings of the country, the best voice of Korea. Now enjoy a female solo, I'm a flower bud. the female follow. Rear flowers and rear butterflies. Dancing is the general star beyond the clouds.
listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 14,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz and 13,650 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa between 16 and 17 hours UTC on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 9,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South Americas between 4 and 5 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,710 kHz and 15,180 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.